Hey YouTube, so I figured I'd make this quick video. Clutch master on a 2006 Ford Mustang. I couldn't really find any. So just to kind of give you the basics, on the right hand side of your booster, you'll see a little hose coming out that runs up to here. And then you'll see a quick connect that runs and goes to this line I have shoved under a paper towel, which then in turn runs down that silver line to the top of your bell housing, or the back of your bell housing, for your slave or throw out. Anyhow, I couldn't really find a whole bunch of videos on it. I ended up using my Mako door pin popper to get the hose off. I just hooked up my bleeder, my vacuum bleeder, to this. You will get some fluid coming out, and there's only 2 bolts that hold the actual master, or the master, on, but it's super hard to get to the back one. I mean, you got all this padding. I even pulled out a little module off to the side of the left, but it didn't give me enough room. So it was actually super easy just to pull the whole assembly out, pedals and all. You got 4 bolts on your brake booster there, and you'll have 2 that are up underneath the dash. And the only thing you have to make sure is and these are just twist-in style sensors. They just push in and it'll twist lock. So you just have to pop them all off. And there's one for the, the brake pedal, and neutral for start. But anyway, this is what you'll end up with to make it a whole lot easier. Instead of trying to fight, I'd read where some people had pulled out the driver's seat and try to get down so you can lay down and get to it, but this is what you end up with. You just pull the whole assembly out. Like I said, you'll have the 2 up underneath the dash here, 4 for the brake booster. Pull this pin out so you can get, so it's not hooked to your brake pedal, and pull the whole assembly out, and voila, super easy to service. So I'll just reverse this and save me a bunch of hassle. And the only reason I pulled this off is this is the easiest, fastest way to figure out what's going on with my clutch. It's dragging a little bit in first and sometimes doesn't want to come out of gear. So before I pull a transmission, this is something to check. But here's that bolt that is against your firewall. You'll see this one real easy. Well, not real easy, but pretty easy. And then this one I couldn't even get my finger on because of this, rubber grommet boot that blocks it. But it's so close to the back of the firewall. I mean, you could fight that if you wanted to, but this is just so much easier. Literally, I probably got 15 minutes into pulling this whole assembly out. So maybe that'll help somebody.